If you're over 50, have you ever wondered, what now? What next? Am I even ready? If so, you're in the right place. Because the second half of life requires something entirely different. Intentional living, bold planning, a focus on wellness, and a legacy that matters. I grew up in what you would call a lower middle class home. Money was stretched, but it didn't stretch far. You see, both of my parents were deaf, and I had a front row seat to see how the world treated them. And it taught me some really important lessons. If you don't control your money, somebody else will. If you don't take charge of your confidence, the world will chip away at it. That's why one of the pillars of BrainFlash is finance. Because many of us grew up with a fear around money that, quite frankly, still lives with us today. So let's live intentionally, even with the stories that we inherited. My mom believed in me. Members of my church encouraged me. And I had one high school teacher who showed me talents I never even knew I had. These moments taught me something about the legacy pillar. That one voice of belief can absolutely change the course of somebody else's life. You see, that's legacy. It's not money. It's not status. It's impact in its absolute simplest form. So let's build something worth passing on, even if it just begins with a simple sentence. So, as I attended university, I studied financial planning. And afterwards, I did everything I could to grab every single credential or all fancy initials that existed after my name. But you see, life taught me the real lesson. It's not math, it's mindset that makes a difference and affects the direction of our lives. Most people over the age of 50 don't need any more spreadsheets. What they need is clarity, confidence, and a plan they can trust to be successful in this new challenging world of ours. That's why the finance pillar isn't about getting wealthy. It's about getting stable, getting peaceful, and getting prepared. So in a nutshell, let's plan boldly, right? Fortune favors the prepared. I got married, I had kids, and I tried to be present in their lives like you did. But so often happens, work demands pull you in directions you didn't expect. You try the very best that you can to build a career and to build a family, and sometimes they both slip through our fingers. And then, one day, the nest is empty. This is where wellness becomes real. Not just physical health, but emotional health, resilience, right? Facing challenges, energy for the next chapter. So let's stay strong, let's stay resilient to have the energy for the upcoming years. So my first jobs were humble, cleaning out dog kennels, right? Cleaning out ashtrays as janitorial work. Later, and eventually, with a lot of hard work, right, and some great, wonderful support, I became the CEO of a venture-backed tech company. But here's a simple truth. Whether you're cleaning out dog kennels or janitorial work or cleaning toilets, right, or presenting to CEOs and Fortune 500, what is important for us to understand and learn is not title that makes the difference. It's our ability to be persistent. You see, persistence is a wellness skill. Failing, falling down, and getting back up is a wellness skill. Staying in the game is a wellness skill. So let's stay strong, because strength is so important and is built one day at a time, being persistent. So people ask me, hey, what's harder, being a CEO or being a caregiver? And that answer is easy and immediate. Caregiver, every single time. You see, as a caregiver, you witness those occasional moments of clarity only to see your loved one fall back into confusion. You witness the slow erasing of someone you love. You see, caregiving is entering every single day totally clueless about what it's going to be like. It's exhausting. It's emotionally taxing. But it taught me one of the truest forms of legacy: Legacy is presence. Legacy is patience. Legacy is loving and supporting while you watch somebody slip away. Let's build something that's worth passing on, even to those who can't give back. So, after my dad passed away and my time as a caregiver, at least for that moment, was done, I thought finding a new job would be easy. It wasn't. I thought, you know what? I had experience. I had leadership roles. I could show results. But the world had moved on. My results didn't matter, and my age seemed to matter more. That's why BrainFlash exists, to teach flexible, realistic financial strategies and side gigs to those over 50. Because the truth is, you need options, you need adaptability, and you need a plan that no employer can take away. So let's plan boldly. Don't leave our lives to chance. So I created a tutoring business, and I watched children absolutely transform from fear to confidence, from confusion to clarity. That experience reminded me of something else when I think of legacy. That experience reminded me of another pillar of legacy. Every moment you invest in a younger person, you become a ripple part of their future. So as we, the over 50 crowd, we have a lot of life experience to give. Let's build something worth passing on. One child, one conversation, one text at a time. My financial life wasn't perfect. Like you, I faced recession, inflation, the great financial crisis, right? Being laid off, stock market, roller coasters, ups and downs, up and downs. It wasn't perfect. And because of that, the BrainFlash pillar on finance isn't about chasing wealth. The BrainFlash finance pillar is about confidence, resilience, patience, preparedness, peace. So let's live intentionally and not have fear be the financial advisor. So BrainFlash was created because our generation faces challenges that no generation before has ever faced. Our kids, they face wage caps, insane housing costs and inflation, career instability, and you know what? AI, which is reshaping absolutely everything. Our grandkids face screens, social media, shrinking attention spans, smartphones rewiring their brains, and unfortunately what I believe to be happening, AI, which is going to be robbing them of their identity. We face inflation, retirement portfolio shortfalls, ageism, health challenges, volatility, and a retirement that might for us last 20, 30 years. So BrainFlash is built on 3 pillars: finance, security, flexibility, side gig, preparedness, wellness, strength, mobility, mental resilience and energy, legacy, impact, guidance, presence, and meaning. So let's live intentionally, plan boldly, stay strong, and build something worth passing on to the next generation. So that's my story. Not perfect, not linear and up to the right, but real. If you found anything familiar with your story, I hope this is the channel for you. Together, we can build a life that is intentional, strong, and worth handing down. So, welcome to BrainFlash. Let's get started.